10 months ago, I had a routine mammogram that ended up exposing cancer. Thus began my journey. Multiple procedures, doctor visits, 2 surgeries, all this testing, insurance hassles, and many weeks of radiation treatments later, I finished the last of those radiation treatments 5 months ago. It's been 5 months. I don't know if I should be celebrating that anniversary or not, but I'm not. But it's been 5 months since my last radiation treatment. And since then, my health has tanked. I have bad health anyway. I have for 33 years. Been quite challenging, life-altering, not life-threatening before the cancer diagnosis, but quite challenging. Quite challenging. So I knew that going through this cancer journey would be hard on my body. But I honestly thought that within 5 months of my radiation being done, all my treatments being over, that I would start to feel better by now. And as you can tell, my voice isn't great, but it's at least strong enough for me to vlog today. Finally, it's been 3 long months with no content, and I am so sorry. For those of you that are following me, please accept my apology. Great desire to do it, but my body just wouldn't let me. Between being sick with one thing after the other, constant laryngitis, worse than this, where I could barely talk at all, and sometimes I couldn't even talk at all. So constant laryngitis, fatigue so extreme that I couldn't do the slightest things. I mean, I take a shower in the morning and I'm done for the day. That kind of fatigue. Not the, oh, I stayed up late last night, now I'm tired fatigue. No, we're talking bone-crushing, brain-numbing fatigue that you can't push through. That's what I've been dealing with. So the vlogs have gone out the window, and again, I pray that you will be patient with me, as I'm hoping to continue a weekly from now on. I hope a weekly schedule of vlogging again. I tell you, these 3 months in particular, without a voice, with zero energy, it's been hard, physically, of course. My poor body's been through so much. I should cut it some more slack, huh? Be more patient with it. But what I didn't anticipate was I knew it was going to be hard physically, but what I did not anticipate was how hard emotionally it was going to be. I mean, I just faced down cancer and beat it. I beat it. God's grace saw me through that. So you would think that I would be on top of the world. I know people, close people in my life right now that are struggling for their lives. You would think I would feel on top of the world, but I have, by and large, I have been my normal, optimistic, grateful self. Because that is me the vast majority of the time. God gives me that ability, but I'm here to tell you, I'm not that now. I'm in the middle of discouragement. I'm not out the other side. But it's a cycle that I have run many times through the last 33 years of being sick. And it's a struggle, I know. with God's help, I'm going to win. So I'm not panicking about it. I'm just being real. I mean, all of these videos have been real. You get me. For better or for worse, it's just me. Nothing put on, no pretense, no phony baloney words that I don't believe. Everything has been true from my heart. But today's also true from my heart that I'm in a very discouraged place. I knew that all of the cancer and radiation would be really hard on my body. I expected to have a few months of needing extra rest, but I wasn't prepared for how long it's been. It's been 5 months, and I don't feel a whit better, not in the least. And it's just a constant battle to keep my mind focused on the positive and focused on God. I just misjudged how this was going to play out. I mean, no one knows the future. But I thought I had myself prepared. I thought I knew what was going to happen, but I didn't. Oh, I didn't. I dealt with the cancer day by day with the strength that God gave me. And it was just one deadline to the next appointment, to the next treatment. And I just went from one to the one to the one, and he got me through. It was rough, but he got me through. But now that all the treatments are done, I'm left with just my own life. You know, I'm facing the rest of my life now. So I've been asking myself, why am I so discouraged? You would think I would be on top of the world, as I said a moment ago. And this is what I've been able to come up with. When I had cancer, I knew one way or the other it was going to end. It was either going to end with me being healed and beating it, or it was going to end with my death. And I would be in heaven with Jesus. So one way or the other, I would still be here, or I would be in heaven. One way or the other, it would end. Now, I do not want to minimize the pain, the hardship that I know some of you are going through that are listening to this, watching this, that are going through cancer or other terminal illnesses. Please don't hear me minimizing that a bit. I'm just saying, for me, it was easier for me to face that cancer and allow God to give me that esher, that inner peace and stability that transcends circumstances. It was easier then because I knew it would end one way or the other. I wouldn't have to struggle forever. But I'm telling you, I'm facing the rest of my life as before the cancer the same, where every day is hard. Everything I do is hard. I have to find alternative ways around. I have to rest and rest and rest to even do the smallest things. And then the reality is, even when I do the smallest things, my symptoms flare up and it puts me in bed or in my chair, unable to get out for days, weeks, sometimes months at a time. There's so much I want to do. And I can't. Everywhere I turn, I'm reminded of what I cannot do. Because I have these clear plexiglass walls around me that I keep smashing my head against, thinking I can break through. But of course I can't. Because all I succeed in doing is initiating, another crash, another symptom flare. And there I am again. Now, sometimes I deliberately, if the cause is important, like having family over for special times, grandkids stuff, my husband, whatever it is that's important, very important to me, I will push myself and do things that I know are going to initiate a crash because it's that important. The cause, the event, the thing, but most importantly, the person and the people behind the thing. They're that important to me. So it's a calculated crash, if you will, but the crash is there nonetheless. And I am tired, I am bone weary of everything being so hard. And even the smallest things that I do causing a symptom crash. I'm tired of it. I just want to be able to go out. I want to be able to drive my Miata, put the top down and let the wind run through my hair and the sun on my face. I love that car. My husband got her for me in 2008, and I love driving my Miata. It's so much fun driving stick in a little sports car. It is so much fun. I've been unable to drive my Miata because of the dizziness for a year and a half now. So again, I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like boo-hoo, poor me. I don't want to do that. I'm just being real with you. I'm discouraged. This has stretched on for 33 years. And like I said, since 2020 got worse when I kind of hit the terrible trinity of COVID, pneumonia, and shingles, it's been even worse since then. And then now, since the radiation and cancer, of course, it's worse even yet. But I've been dealing with this for 33 years, and I'm tired of it. It's kind of like, God, why can't I just have a break? And then God has chosen not to heal me, and believe me, I've asked. I've begged. I feel like Paul in 2 Corinthians when he said he beseeched God. That means he begged him. If God were a physical person standing there, the picture would be Paul's down on his face, grabbing his legs and saying, please, please, please. That kind of intensity. He beseeched multiple times God to take away. He calls it the thorn in the flesh. Nobody really knows what it is. Some people think it was his eyesight was terrible and it was a constant struggle in his ministry of sharing about Jesus. Nobody really knows. But what I do know is it was sufficient for him to have that kind of emotional passion to beg God, plead with God, take it away. Take it away. I can touch that. Because what God says to him is, no, I'm not going to take it away. I want you to know what it's like to trust me when you cannot understand what in the world I'm up to. I want to give you that peace that transcends your circumstances, that no matter what happens, you have peace, you have joy, not happy joy, but settled peace and contentment inside. I want you to have that. I want you to know that. And if I leave you in this situation and you choose to trust me, I will give it to you and you will be blessed. Jesus said, my grace is sufficient for you. My strength is perfected in weakness. Weakness, that's where God has me. And I know that he's with me. I know that because I've experienced that too many times in my life, in the past. It's not just something I read in the Bible and choose to believe, psych myself out and tell myself it's true that Jesus loves me and he's with me. No, it's not like that at all. Yes, that's what the Bible says. Yes, I choose to believe, but it's also based on my life experience. There have been times, few and far between, granted, but enough times in this old life of mine where I have experienced head on the goodness of God in my life. How he's taken me through things I don't know how in the world I survived. How he's been merciful to me, to forgive me when I doubt him, when I'm angry at him, when I don't surrender to him and trust him, even after how good he's been to me in my life in so many ways. I know he's good, and I know he's merciful, and I know he's forgiving, and I know he's got a good plan, because he promises he does. But do I see it? No. And frankly, I don't like his plan, because it involves me being sick every day for the rest of my life. It involves me wanting to do so many things and being unable to do so, constantly facing that discouragement and that disappointment. It involves me questioning, is my life worth being here? I guess I want to know that trailing behind me as I walk this convoluted path that God has laid out for me, step by step by step. As I navigate it, I want to know that there's little breadcrumbs that I'm leaving behind me for the people that come behind me to be encouraged, to put a smile on their face, to be inspired to keep going even when they want to give up. I want to be that kind of inspiration to people. And I wonder, what good is my life? Am I even being that at all? So I want to tell you, since we're being real here, I know that there are some of you that are watching this vlog right now that are in over your head emotionally. I don't know if it's a bad marriage, if it's inability to have kids, if it's kids that are breaking your heart, if it's a husband that's breaking your heart, if it's health issues, a disability, that's a lifelong sentence for you. Or you're staring down the abyss of a terminal diagnosis where all of the statistics are screaming, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. They seem to taunt. I know some of you are going through some really, really hard things. But I want to tell you today, and I'm talking to myself too, I want to tell you today, do not give up. No one is strong. No one is positive all the time. Circumstances aren't good all the time. Sometimes it seems like they're rarely good, but that is another story. But the bottom line is they're not. And if you think they're supposed to be, then you got another think coming, and you got a big schooling to go through. Because they're not. They're not good all the time. Sometimes they're just flat hard. And the pain and the uncertainty and the confusion comes in waves that never seem to end sometimes. And you feel overwhelmed. Sometimes all you can do is hunker down and hang on until morning. Because morning will come. Now, I'm speaking metaphorically, of course. Because calendar-wise, tomorrow in the morning, there might not be any difference yet. But it will get better. Things will get better. So do not give up. I'm not going to. Because I know I have a God who's sovereignly in control of all of this mess. And who loves me with my doubts, with my discouragement. He loves me as I am. And he loves you too. So do not give up. Things will get better. In the morning, metaphorically speaking. The morning may be a day from now, or it could be a week from now, it could be a month from now, but it will get better. So do not give up. I don't care if you've been knocked down 20 times. Reach out to Jesus. Ask him for help because he loves you and he wants to give it to you. He died for you. And I don't know about you, but I don't think there's anything anybody could do for me that screams, I love you, more than willingly sacrificing themselves for me. That's what he did for you and for me. So never give up. Never give up. God has chosen not to heal me, and I know it. Doctors have told me, and I know it. I know it in my spirit. I know it in my heart. That my health is, I had hoped for years, chasing the cure, hoping I'd get better by trying this, that, and the other thing. Anything and everything that promised relief. Physically, I tried. But now I have accepted the fact that I will not get better. Of course, I'm hoping God will change his mind and at any point and heal me because he's fully capable of it. But I'm not expecting it. And I know as I continue to hang on to him in the middle of these challenging, dark days for me, I know he will give me that strength again. I know he will. It's only a matter of time. My tomorrow is going to come too, metaphorically speaking, just like yours will. So today, I pray hope for you. That intangible inner sense and state of mind, that's the game changer. It's intangible, you can't see it. But boy, you sure know when it's there, and it makes all the difference. So today, I pray hope for you, that you would choose hope, that you would reach out to God today. And if it's so bad, all you can do is hunker down till tomorrow. Just know that tomorrow, a better, much better tomorrow will come. So today, choose hope. Until next time.